Super hot quickfire tip. The more you know what you bring to the table, the faster you'll be able to attract the agent who actually gets you. That means getting very clear about your type and what roles you can be cast in tomorrow. Hey, I'm Benjamin Howes, and I've been a working actor in New York City for over 25 years, and this is the Working Actor NYC Practical, where we get into the real nuts and bolts of surviving and thriving as an actor in New York City and beyond. If you're trying to get a legit acting agent, I'm gonna guess that you've already Googled the basics and realized that you need tactics for today's market and maybe someone to help you through the process. So let's do it. I'm going to give you a real strategy for finding and hooking a great agent, all from someone who's still working, doing it, and still in the game. Let's start by getting really clear about what a good, legit acting agent actually does and what they don't do. Because if you're expecting them to be your career savior, sorry, spoiler, that's not how it works. They are there to pitch you, to submit you, to negotiate on your behalf, and sometimes to get you into rooms and spaces that you can't access on your own. But once you're in the door, the work is up to you. They can't do it for you. So you got to show up as your best. What they don't do, reinvent your career, overhaul your materials for you. Wake up every morning thinking about your life goals. Sometimes a manager can do some of those things, but not an agent. As a working actor, this is your job. Think about it like this. Nobody is going to care about your career more than you do. So get in the driver's seat and stay there. Now, the key takeaway here is that being an actor is a business. You are the CEO. The agent is a department head. Now, if you're serious about getting a legit agent, you've got to put yourself in their shoes. When they open your email, what are they actually looking for? So here's a list of what you've got to get tight before you hit send. Your headshot. It's got to look like you, be professionally shot, and be smart about your type, meaning the kinds of roles you can be cast in. They're looking for a photograph that they can be confident about sending to casting today. Your resume, it needs to be formatted clearly and cleanly. And be focused about the kind of work that you want. I'm going to do a deep dive about this in a future video. Reels or your demo reel. Keep it short, clean, and castable. Show the agent the scenes that demonstrate the best way that they can get you cast in something. Clips are the way to go for Actors Access and IMDb, but I still like having a short compilation of my best scenes. I feel like that really shows your agent your range. If you're just starting out and you don't have an existing body of screen work that you can draw clips from to build a reel, there are companies out there that will work with you to shoot scenes that you can build a reel from. It's not free, so you have to work out if that's an investment that makes sense for you at this time. I also love the idea of doing it DIY. If you and your friends can create a short film and make it look as professional as possible, you are sitting on a goldmine of creative opportunity. Also, if you're in musical theater, yes, you need a video of you singing and/or dancing if that's your thing. A website where all these materials are located, because they will Google you. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it does have to work. Make sure it's up to date and skimmable. The hot tip here is that your materials should make an agent think, I know exactly where to send this person tomorrow. To help this, get really clear about your type and the kinds of roles that you can be cast in. Bonus, although not essential, more and more social media is doing a lot of the work for you. Staying current on your socials, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, whichever platform works best for you, can help you get clear about who you are, your voice, your brand, what you want to say. That's super helpful to agents and casting directors. Don't sleep on social media. All right, now let's talk about building your actual list, because blindly submitting to 100 agencies is not a strategy. That's an email dump. Here's how to go about building your targeted list. Go local first, especially if you're just getting started. Boutique agencies in your city or in nearby hubs are a great way in. Use cast breakdowns and programs. You've seen in playbills that actors shout out their representation and their teams. If you can see yourself playing those roles, make a note of the agencies that got those roles filled. Write them down. Same thing with IMDb for film and TV work. You can easily research the actors playing the roles you can see yourself doing and then find out who represents them. Use your network. Talk to working actors you know or have had some contact with. They may well know who's looking, who's hungry, who's just lost someone, who might be best to steer clear of. And bonus, they may even refer you to their own agents. Of course, there's social media or community message boards. You have to check social media because that can give you leads to agencies that you've never heard of. Read interviews. There are often interviews with agents and agencies online, and it's a fantastic way to refine your list by finding out if they give you a good vibe, if their values align with yours, or if something about them just intrigues you. Then you have to have a way to keep track of all of this information that you've uncovered. Use a spreadsheet or Airtable if that's how you roll. Of course, you're going to name the agency, the name of the specific agent within the agency that you want to meet with, what materials you've sent, when you sent them, and anything specific that you can find out about that agent that you want to talk with, their likes, their dislikes, whether they represent any clients that you know and can refer to. You also want to keep track of whether or not you followed up and add in any responses that you've received back from them. Because you're going to keep track of specific things about specific agents, I don't think it's practical to keep a huge list. At least it was not practical for me. I think I got mine down to a curated list of about 25 agents, but you're going to know what's manageable for you. Another thing is, this is a wish list. If you think there's a place for you at CAA or WME or one of the other major star powerhouse agencies, and you know something specific about one of the agents there, have at it. This is your list, not mine. I hear you. This is not a one-click task. This is research. You're going to find out anything you can about these agents and these agencies because that specificity is what is going to get you through the door. And if all this feels like something a business major would do, you are correct. This is your business. Okay, here's the part that everyone overthinks, the submission email. Here's what to include. Start with the agent's name. This email has to be specific and not make the agent feel like they're number 18 on a list. Your 2 or 3 sentence introduction should include who you are, what you've been up to, and why you're submitting right now. Use a hook, something new or exciting about your work, or a client that they can refer to. Give them something attention-grabbing that they can attach to you. You're going to want to have a sentence or two about why you're reaching out to this person in particular. Be specific. If you have some experience and there are casting directors who know you and who call you in, don't hide that. Let the agent know what types of roles you think you're right for and who's been calling you in for that. Your materials. A headshot embedded into the body of the email can be great. Other materials should be linked clearly, either through your website, Google Drive, or direct links. If your actor's access page is up to date, link to that. That way they can see all of the materials that they'll be working with. The important thing here is to be concise. Sometimes getting an agent to open a bunch of attachments can feel like a virus waiting to happen. You don't want that. Your contact information plus an invitation for them to reach out so that you can set up a meeting. Then a clean, professional sign-off. Bonus, if you're in something they can watch or show that they can see, make sure they know about it. And then follow up. Give it a few weeks. I think 2 is about right. If you don't hear back from them, follow up once, short and friendly, and then move on. But keep them on your list for next time. Getting a legit agent isn't exactly easy. If it were, everybody would have one. But it's not magic either. It's strategy. It's about being ready, doing the research, and submitting with intention. And don't forget, booking an agent is not the finish line. It's the start of a relationship you need to nurture, manage, and sometimes even walk away from. I know we only scratched the surface of some of these topics, so let me know below what questions this video brings up for you so that I can answer them or get them covered in future practicals. Action step. If you're watching this, I want you to pick 3 agents and do the research on them this week. That's it. Just 3. You'll find new deep dives like this one every Monday on the Working Actor NYC, whether that's podcast episodes with me, Benjamin Howes, and my co-host, Patrick Richwood, or practicals just like this one. I also do daily shorts with quick tips and behind-the-scenes footage. So if you want industry intel from someone who's still in the game with you and has been doing it for 25 years, hit subscribe so you don't miss out. You got this. Keep going!